What's going on, guys? I'm trying to do reviews this year, just pretty much show you what I use on a daily basis when I'm out mowing. What I got here is an Echo 225. I got the blocks on it because I have the Equipment Defender racks. But just want to say that this trimmer, I was skeptical. I'd never used Echo stuff before, and never used Echo stuff. I always liked Shindaiwa, and I always used a T230, and when they went to a 242, I absolutely couldn't stand that trimmer. I still have a 242 Edger just because I have it, but just want to show you this trimmer. This is the second year, actually this will be the third year that we've ran it. This was 217 out the door, you know, and you got 217 on a trimmer that's strong enough to cut down anything I want. The grip's comfortable, the hand grip is comfortable, and it has a speed feed. You know, if you're in this business and you're not running speed feed heads, I don't know. You know, everybody likes what they like, but I like being able to just put some line in my pocket and go. If I run out, I can twist it up real quick, and I'm sure everybody has their own little tricks on stuff, but I debated on this one and the cheaper steel. But the cheaper steel that was equivalent to this is rubber, and the steel was like a cheap plastic, almost like a kid's toy. Didn't have a speed feed, so I was going to have to spend 40 bucks on the head, and then spend just the trimmer by itself was I want to think $30 or $40. So I was going to spend 70 bucks more on a steel, pretty much just to get the name. The grip on it, I like this grip. It's comfortable. You can kind of hold it here or hold it there. The only downfalls on this that I've ran into, and like I said, this is the third season going into it, is the gas tank is tiny. I mean, it is super tiny. It's nothing, which, you know, it's a smaller trimmer. I fill it up a couple times a day, and the line, when I first bought the trimmer, it would of course, I had the first day I bought it, I had a big creek bank that I was clearing, and I said, you know what, we bought it for to use, so let's get at it. And it had a bunch of big stuff in it, so had a bunch of big stuff in it, and I went to cutting. And with the guard on it, it kept the line short enough to where the motor was pretty humming pretty good. But I can't trim with a guard on, or I don't trim with a guard on. So the 95 line that came with it, I ended up changing it out for 80. And man, you're talking about a world of difference. It's been a huge difference. The motor, when I had the 95 on it, I could sit there and run it, and it would go, you know, like it just couldn't hit that high RPM, like it didn't have enough power to pull it. But I put that 80 on there, and I'm telling you, it hums. I've absolutely loved these. Price point, I mean, to get a good trimmer that's going to work good for 217 out the door, and you know, this is the third year that we're going to be using it, and I've not had one issue with it. The 242s, the kill switch, the grips, the coils going bad, burning your arm, I mean, you name it, and I had issues with them. 230s, best trimmer I've ever used. If you could find a truck somewhere that had a bunch of them, I'm sure you could sell them for $1,000 a piece or something, because they were great. But steel, I've really never used steel because I just don't want to pay for the price. And now that I have these, I'll probably never buy steel. What I'd like to do is get the pass system for this, so I could get the hedge trimmer attachment and extend it out, which I have a pole saw, a steel pole saw, and I've had it for 7 years, and I love it. But you know, this Echo 225, I've loved it. It's been a great trimmer, and I'd recommend it to anybody. Yeah, it's just great. It cuts everything we need. I've heard some guys say that it's a good trimmer if you're cutting weeklies, that it don't have enough power to cut bi-weeklies, and I think that's BS. that's major BS. We cut a huge property, and all it was banks, and it was trimming, and we'd cut it every 2 weeks. I'd cut some of it with the mower, and the guy that worked for me, he would cut it with the trimmer, and that's all you did, sit there on the banks and swinging. And I mean, it'd be pretty thick, but I mean, this thing held up every time. So just want to do a quick review on this, let everybody know what I use. I'll be doing one on the mower and stuff like that. But if you're in the market for a good trimmer and you want something that's going to last for a long time, and it's going to get you the features that you want to last, this Echo 225 to me is the best in its category. It's light. I don't understand why you'd need something bigger. I think they have a 30-20 or a 20-80 or something. I don't know what the heck you're cutting with that, but I don't want to lug something that heavy around. Even if it's just 4 or 5 pounds heavier, it's still 4 or 5 pounds I don't have to lug around. But I love this thing. Just wanted to shoot this video, let you guys know what it is. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one.